first, it might have seemed that psychology would not be useful in our everyday lives. But this science can help us while trying to solve a problem, treat others, problems, situations, or even while we are stressed out. But despite all of the many researchers and developments in human psychology, the reality is that yet we do not know much about it. Actually, all of the efforts of the scientists bring them to a thin layer of this endless world. However, psychology has developed enough up until now so that we can now know how to use it to lift our self-confidence, increase our creativity, or our successful communications. As we continue, we will tell you some interesting and amazing psychological facts which might help you get a fresh view about life after hearing them. So, if you'd like to get to know about them, then stay with Top 2 Box. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this topic and subscribe to our channel for the next videos. And turn on the bell not to lose the next videos. Number 10. Anxiety. It might be hard to believe, but the anxiety of a regular student in the 21st century is equal to the anxiety of the psychopaths in the mental hospitals in the 50s. As the time goes ahead, each decade, the anxiety of adults and children become more and more. We will talk about some of these causes. One of the reasons is that the social limitations are not felt as before. Now people change jobs more than before, participate in religious institutes and social places less, get married later, and prefer to spend their money more for themselves. The other reason is that we have too many needs such as wealth and healthy relations, but have unrealistic views about how we should act as a person and how we should behave with our love partner. The next reason is that we are too much exposed to bad and negative news, especially the news about accidents and wars, which give us the feeling that the world is a dangerous place. We could even say that after the appearance of the coronavirus, this feeling has become more because the fear from being infected and dying of the disease has had a negative impact on the society's atmosphere and has led us distant from each other more than before. Number 9. The power of insinuation. Did you know that you can convince someone to have committed a murder in 3 hours? It's interesting to know that in order to achieve this goal, you will not need any violence and you can do it in a completely friendly and interview-like atmosphere. When we recall an event, its memory will be rewritten. The researchers show that if the interviewer knows about some of the details of the other person's life, while talking to him, he can add some trumped-up information and use some techniques special to memory recollection and convince that person to have committed a murder. Most of the people who took part in this experiment were convinced that they have some memories in their minds such as robbery, fighting in their teen years, and some injuries which have not happened to them ever in reality. Number 8. The impact of music. It's interesting to know that our favorite music usually goes back to a very important event in our lives. These musics are occasionally related to some of our personal stories. These stories can relate to a special person or an emotional event. The psychologists have found that humans prefer things which they have experienced before. We found out about this reality ever since Robert Zions proved the impact of mere show in 1960. In this experiment, after hearing or seeing something such as a triangle, a picture, or a music 2 or 3 times, the individuals liked it more even when they were not aware of having seen it before. Of course, it must be mentioned that listening to music while working would reduce our creative abilities. It is said that listening to any music or song in any language, foreign or local, while working would stop your creativity. Therefore, if you are, for example, an author and work with language, you must listen to music only when you are not working. Number 7. Fear of happiness. These are the people who are afraid of happiness. The fear from happiness exists probably in people who were being happy in a period of their life when all of a sudden a bitter event happened to them. That's why they expect something bad to happen during their happiness, and they do their best to stay away from happiness. These people would probably think that they are introverted, and as a result, they stay away from parties and happy places. Well, in reality, their fear is not from being around others, but the chance of a happy feeling coming into play. Number 6. The fear of losing your cell phone. It's interesting to know that the experience a person goes through when losing his cell phone is the same as the feeling people get in a terrorist attack. Although research shows that the death of the loved ones or them being sentenced to prison are considered as the most stressful part of people's lives, according to the evaluations, the fear of losing your smartphone or being late for your train are the same fear that people would experience in a terrorist attack. The other cases, other than these, which cause the most anxiety in the person are the natural disasters, such as fire and flood, getting fired from the job, and being infected to heart and serious disease. Number 5. Writing memories and physical well-being. It seems that writing memories can help your body. Recording the daily events can have a lot of benefits for those suffering from food disorders or depression. Writing memories can improve our defense system, help us overcome our stress, and even reduce the asthma symptoms. The other important benefit of writing memories is that by doing this, we can have the opportunity to think about our mistakes so as not to repeat them in the future, and also enjoy by remembering our previous experiences. You do not need to write everything in details. It is enough just to write a few lines every day. Try to do this at a fixed and specific time. These notes will help you express your feelings and analyze what has happened to you. Number 4. Creativity and the ideas. The quality of the ideas is not always enough for creativity, but the number of them is more important. Researchers have found out in their researches that when people are paid based on the number of their ideas and considering the quality of them, the result was better. This would happen only when they had less time to rest. These researches help scientists understand that in order to reach creativity, you must first be able to produce more ideas, even if they are bad ideas. After that, stop thinking about them for a while and do something completely different for 20 minutes. After that, go back to your work. Number 3. An alternative solution. It is said that having an alternative plan would reduce the odds of success. If you would like to start something new, such as starting a business or starting to work in a new place, never think about an alternative plan which you would resort to in case of failure. This would make you believe that you have more than one option and it is right this which would reduce your chance of success. Throw away all of the thoughts for the alternative plans and start your new job. In this case, the chance of you reaching your desired outcome will become more. Number 2. Taking sides in self-esteem. It seems that the winning of our favorite team is not without any effects on improving our self-esteem. According to the researches done, we humans like to watch the sports matches because of the positive impact they have on our self-esteem. Our spirits would go high considerably for about 2 days each time our favorite team wins. But on the other hand, the loss of our favorite team does not have the same effect. Besides, watching the sports matches with others have a better effect. In this situation, the happiness caused by the victory of our favorite team becomes more and would take it more easily if they lose. Before watching number 1, I would like you to like this video if you've enjoyed it so far and subscribe to our channel. And make sure to turn on the bell. Number 1. Causing a change. In order to force yourself to cause a change, you should ask yourself, will I do this? If you would like to encourage yourself to create a change like going on a special food diet, quitting smoking, or putting more time for your family, try not to give yourself orders and do not say, I will start jogging every day from today, or I will work on the internet less. Instead, ask yourself, will I do this? If you do not feel any struggles inside yourself and can solve this issue by yourself, it probably means that you are willing to do the job. As the psychologists say, when you ask yourself some questions, you will create motivations for yourselves. We took a look at 10 of the most interesting and amazing psychological facts together. Which one do you think was more interesting? Type the one which you thought was better below this video and also make sure to tell what subjects you'd like us to make videos about. We wish a spirit full of energy for you.